When it comes to gaming mice for FPS, there's a lot to look out for. That's why in today's video, I'm going to show you my top 5 gaming mice for FPS games in 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion and will try to find the right one for you. They're all linked in the description if you want more information. So without further talking, let's get right into it. So on place number 5 we have the Punage Ultra Custom Wireless. And as the name says, this mouse is customizable. You can easily swap out the shell, left and right clicks and the DPI button with different color options. Like this, you're able to match the mouse to your setup and put some personal flair into it. Of course, it also has the newest RGB technology to match it even better. The mouse has an ergo design and comes in at 69 grams. This mouse has the battery capacity of 40 hours in gaming mode or 66 hours in office mode. Now you probably think this mouse either costs an arm and a leg or is just not that good quality. But to my surprise, this mouse is only $89, and if you want special colors to swap, it's an additional $12. That means for $100 you can get yourself a customizable wireless gaming mouse, which is extremely fair. With an appetizing but skeptical price of $40, we have the Razer Viper Mini on place 4. This mouse has a 61 gram ultra lightweight ambidextrous design, a Razer optical mouse switch to avoid double click issues, and is powered by the Razer Chroma RGB. The sensor can only work up to 8500 dpi, which is not that great, but instead it has a pretty high lift-off distance of about 2 DVDs. It's well made with materials that feel good and grip good as well because of the texture. It has ultra low latency, so if we keep all that in mind, this mouse is already a banger on the market, and all this for only $40, which is an extremely low price. It has a symmetrical design, a back of about 3.8 centimeters, which is about the same as the other Vipers. It's 11.7 centimeters long and at the fingers 5.4. So I wouldn't recommend this mouse for players which use a palm grip, because compared to the other Viper mice, it's pretty small. But if you play with fingertip or claw, this mouse is perfect. That's all you really need to know about it: cheap, small and great features. On the podium number 3, we have the HyperX Pulsefire Haste. It's a lightweight gaming mouse at about 59 grams. The cable is very flexible and designed to produce minimal drag so you can perform quicker and more fluid swipes for a higher degree of control. It has a comfortable, super light hex shell design. Now for dimensions. It's about 6 cm at the fingers, 12 long and 3.75 high. I'd recommend to use fingertip or claw, but if your hand isn't too big and you really want to use palm grip, it's possible as well. Its 2 side buttons are pretty good, except that the grip on those isn't perfect. The low friction 100% PTFE skates help to provide an easy and effortless glide to make the mouse more responsive. There is also a replacement set of skates included in case they wear out. For people who prefer a bit more control and comfort, grip tape is included as well for the side of the mouse and both left and right mouse buttons. Overall, a very good quality mouse. Coming in at number 2, the glorious Model O and Model O- gaming mice. Those two have slightly different shapes, that's why one is called O-. The O- is 1mm smaller at the waist, 3mm smaller at the front of the mouse, 8mm shorter in length, and 1.5mm shortest at its tallest point. This doesn't sound like a big difference, but when you feel both mice, you'll definitely notice a change. These two really had an impact in the market when they came out, because $50 for such a mouse really isn't much. There are 4 different versions for the look as well. The Model O, which weighs 67 grams, black and white. The Model O Glossy, which weighs 68 grams, black and white. And the same of course with the Model O-. The only real difference is the glossy versions are $10 more than the normal ones. And for all wireless mice lover, don't worry, there is also a wireless version available which is just way more expensive. The sensor of this mouse provides pixel perfect tracking, 0 mouse acceleration, no more spinouts, less than 0.7mm lift-off distance and a maximum of 12,000 dpi. My personal favorite for today, the SteelSeries Aerox 3 wireless mouse. So let's take a look at this mouse. First of all, it needs a good shape, and I can guarantee you it has a perfect shape. It has a comfortable diffraction on the top and a good feeling overall. Second important point is the weight. The lighter, the better. With its 66 grams, this definitely is a super lightweight mouse. Engineered specifically for optimized power consumption, the Aerox 3 wireless battery delivers up to 200 hours of continuous use without sacrificing performance and weight. 15 minutes of fast charging delivers 40 hours of gameplay. It has a pixel-perfect True Move Air optical gaming sensor. Acceleration level and deceleration level seem well controlled. Here you can see the size chart. It also has customizable RGB, which will boost your accuracy by 10%. Another feature of this mouse is the aqua barrier. Even after a long gaming session, sweat, water or dust shouldn't be a problem because of the resistance. And in case of the price, I feel like this mouse isn't overpriced, but it's still a good amount of money. I mean, they could charge way more than $100 for this amount of performance and features, but still, you know, $100 or $100. These were my top 5 gaming mice for FPS games. I hope you found the right one for you. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. See you next time.